Oculus is loading the client, and it's not grabbing the client. Oh, there it is. Patience. Patience, patience, patience. Patience, patience, patience. So here we go. Ah, I hear a familiar voice. You hear a familiar voice. What's going on? We're pivoting. We are pivoting.
Draxtor.
What
I
is
can't
Okay.
this?
move.
You can't move?
I can only teleport.
You can't even pivot, I guess.
Why can't I move?
You should try to pivot. Pivot is better than moving. Hello there and welcome to the
I
Harvest
cannot see
Crawl
anyone.
stream. Harvest Crawl. Here's a little kid that keeps talking over all of us. Here's another little thingy that says I love Sansar, and it has a little Galileo thing on it. Welcome, Space Sailor, Mayeki, and Dark Ophelia. And today is a wonderful day. I hope for you also, Cyril. No? Okay.
Yes.
That took you a little bit too long to
I
answer
had to
this
think about
question.
it.
You had to think about it. So now, let's see where's Loki? Did he leave? Here's somebody. Peach Belly. Hello, Peach Belly. Would you like to go on our Harvest Crawl field trip? We look like we're crazy, but we're good guys. Would you like to join us? Let's see if you're texting. I'm bringing up the text window here. Oh, no, I crashed. Let's go back to the event. There are the people are in the event. Pointing out the obvious is today's theme. I wonder who comes up with these themes. Oh, wait, I do. Launching server. Come on. Connecting to server, loading avatars, loading your avatar. Well, thank you. Did we all crash?
Yeah, well, I was crashed while I was pointing out the pivot.
Oh, he was pointing out the pivot. Were you yourself pivoting or were just your eyes pivoting? Because it looks to me like your
Yeah.
eyes. Tell us about. Have you been to the eye?
Harvest pivoted.
Have you been to the eye doctor lately, Mayeki?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What does he say?
I, I got this stuff in my eyes that made me blind for an hour,
Oh.
approximately, to
Oh.
test something.
Oh yeah. What did it?
To test if the type 2 diabetes changed my sight, but it didn't, so
Okay.
it was okay.
Okay, then it's only the eyes in. Now the eyes seem to be okay here in Sansar. Sometimes they come out like this. They come out like a half a meter.
Serpents.
Yeah. There, they just came out. Did you guys see it? Did you see it? Now
Yeah.
this is the Sansar technology, which is amazing technology. Anyways, Peach Belly, thank you for
You gotta
coming.
I
catch
think it's
eyes.
because it's my old eyes. They are not rigged to the avatar
I'm
too.
g- yeah, it's fine. I'm gonna befriend you,
Loki's
Peach
doing the
Belly.
splits.
Loki, hello. Can you see us? Can you hear us?
I can now, yes.
Okay, great. So, small crew today, but welcome. I would say we're gonna start at the Nexus
Nexus!
and look if there are Bulgarians out there. And just for the record, because I've been accused of hating Bulgarians, it's not true. This is just a really lame joke. Because one
It's
time,
really lame. It's really
no,
lame.
but it was funny because the Bulgarians understood the joke. The Bulgarians came in one time, and I asked them straight out, why are there so many of you guys? And they said, because a Bulgarian YouTube streamer or Twitch streamer went into Sansar. It's like their local PewDiePie dude, and that brought them in. That's true. That's what one of the guys said. So yeah. Oh, here is El Diablo. El Diablo, we're gonna go to your world today because that's awesome. You sent me a message, and I haven't been there. So Peach Belly is new here, I suppose. So Peach Belly, let's all be very nice on our best behavior. Peach Belly, did I befriend you? Let's see here.
Friendly greetings.
Oh! What was that voice? What was that voice? That's a voice I know.
Voice hiding in the walls somewhere.
Where are you, Torley? Where are you? Why
Ghost
did you,
voice.
Torley? Why did you leave?
Friendly
Are you behind?
greetings.
Toys in
Friendly
here
greetings.
haunting us.
Friendly greetings.
Oh my God, he's behind the.
Friendly greetings.
Shut up,
Friendly
Torley.
greetings.
Torley, where are
Friendly
you?
greetings.
No, no,
Friendly greetings.
no.
Friendly greetings.
Stuck on a loop.
Torley, is he hiding behind these whiskey bottles? Torley. Did you know that Torley left Linden Labs? You didn't know that?
Haven't we gone through this?
No, we haven't. We haven't. Have you? Have you? Okay, he doesn't want to comment. That's fine.
Where did he go? Did he go somewhere else?
We don't know that yet. He has been not forthcoming with this information.
Ooh. I'll keep an eye out for him then.
Keep an eye out. He might show up in England.
Neo's VR or
Neos VR. What's I've never been to.
Oh.
No,
He said the N-word.
or
these are the future worlds.
Oh yeah, sure.
The future worlds.
What traction does Neos have? Never heard of it. Yeah.
You never heard of it?
No. Actually, I have because I interviewed what's her name? I forgot her name a long time ago. She was with Neos VR. She did a whole study. Nah. But Anyland sounds promising to me. Anyland. That's really the future. Have you guys heard about Anyland?
No.
No?
What's the traction there then?
The traction is that I just named it on a stream that has 3 viewers. Ah! That's gonna really bring it over the top. Okay, so let's go. I want to point out one quick thing real quick here, and then we can go. This month is a huge month for my author series, and I have 4 guests this month. And they are huge. So first one, actually, this is not the first one. This is Simon Sellers. The first one this Friday is Matt Ruff, and Matt Ruff wrote a book about VR. It's called 88 Names. Then it's Ken Liu. He's on the 13th. He's well known through his translation and through his epic fantasy. Then Joanne McNeil with a book called Lurking, where she traces the internet. And then Simon Sellers with Applied Ballardianism. You can see his mask here. It's really awesome. So for Matt, let me just say, Matt is coming this Friday, and this will be the first time he has a huge HBO show in development with J.J. Abrams and Jordan Peele directing. It's called Lovecraft Country, and he will come this Friday, and he has granted permission. We're creating special avatars for fans. We're creating merchandise. And we're opening the interview about halfway through. We'll go to a public place where there's going to be a meet and greet. So there's going to be a lot of his fans. By Wednesday, those avatars will be on the store. And he, of course, has his own special avatar made by Silas. And the other thing that you just saw here, so this is this Friday, Matt. And then next Friday on the 13th is Ken Liu. His new book, The Hidden Girl, is out. Then Joanne McNeil, The Story of the Internet, Why Are We All Called Users? Well, we're actually called residents in Second Life. And then this dude here, Simon Sellers, he has a face-shifting avatar where his face shifts relentlessly between different people. And we also will break the format. It's not going to be just me and him standing around the boring podcast table. We're going to go out into the world, and that's also a Friday on. No, wait a minute. It's on the 26th. Oh, whatever. It's listed in the events listing. So there you go. There you have it. Let's go to places now and look at the events listers and and put your interest in, because next Friday Matt is going to be awesome. My last point on the book 88 Names that he just came out with. It's about a virtual world, and the title 88 Names has to do with his 88 alts, because
88 alts.
He gets banned all the time. The hero of the story gets banned all the time. And he has all these throwaway alts. And the cool thing is that the game company, when they ban someone, they will go in, right? The EULA police, they will go in and they will grab someone and decapitate them. So it's not just like they ban your account, like boring stuff, and you can't log in. They actually do like a whole show. Now think about, I think that would bring Sansar over the top if they would just go like three people, Zero Cheese, you're in violation of terms of service. Come with us, and then
What?
they bring you to this other place, and then
And then they get out the wrenches and take my
yeah,
head off.
yeah, yeah. Well, in your case, actually, exactly. It's almost like
Just get a new one.
Yeah. I'll just call up Loki tech support.
No, they take this
Yep.
they take the little Galileo away.
Yeah.
This little Galileo piece here. Look at them. Looks. El Diablo, may you please put a portal down and we'll go to your world, because El Diablo made a cool world, but all his worlds are really cool. And Peach Belly, are you feeling good so far? Are we what you expected? And tell us a little bit about you, because you're new, and we're not only not new, we're actually literally old. And
Everybody's poofing.
and we're really we don't have like new friends and stuff, so we're always like curious, like who is joining us and why. So we'll go to a place called the Next Us. This is awesome. The Next Us. Oh, and we're on the game of the game of loading, the loading game, because nothing is preloaded. Because if you preload, then you don't have you know uh spontaneity of where to go. I mean, there's preloading makes sense when it's themed, and when we have a guest, let's say, where we're clear where we're going, showcasing the work exclusively of that guest. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Oh boy. Um, but today no preloading. So it's loading avatars. Oh, wow. Look at this. Where's my other controller? Here we go. Whoa. This is awesome. This is the Nexus after the next pivot. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Have to bring up the audio a little bit. Wow, El Diablo, this is so awesome. This is really awesome. Tell us what you had in mind with this. Is this the Nexus after the next pivot? Pivot to this dystopia? The dystopian pivot? Oh, Mayeki took the sword out, huh? Here we go. Erected 2040 AD. This is a monument for those who peacefully protested,
There's
daring
a sign over here.
during the time when the machines ran the world, when the only light came with an electric hum in a dark room and no warmth from the sun, when all our hard work made the corporations wealthier, and yet we all still struggled. We did not protest so you would know our names. We did not protest for riches. We did not protest out of anger. We protested with love for the ones that will be here after us, our children. Where's El Diablo? El Diablo, this is great. I mean, I think this is not only a cool little riff on on the Nexus, but this is of course a powerful message because I was actually talking to a friend of mine today about struggling in the real world, in the physical world, and the only way you get progress, if you look at history and if you look at the context, is through struggle and through protest. It's not just doesn't just come by itself because everybody is so nice and the power structure wants to help you out. Um, it's through struggle and protest. Absolutely. Hello, Neo. You went shopping. So this is for the next of us. I think it is very uplifting. But that's I always had that thing with like when Daisy was in the book club, I was saying like, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest is really an awesome book. It's really uplifting, and she says, no, it's totally depressing. So it depends from what angle. I mean, I think this is something to think about. This is something to contemplate and really think deeply about because I think there's a lot of misconception about how change happens in the physical world, and it only happens through struggle and protest and challenging. You know, if you don't challenge the status quo, there will
Yep.
be no progress. It's very simple, actually,
I made
conceptually
picket
speaking.
signs.
And I'm gonna pick at you with the legs. Look at you. Neo is see Neo is doing some shopping therapy. Zero is making picket signs while Neo is just shopping and come on Neo, let's think about things. Let me touch you with the sword and it will reveal
Right.
its power to you. I will knight you now as a person who wants to change and oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, you just stabbed her.
I want to stab you. I want you to embrace the effective change in the world. But El Diablo, why did you name it Next Us? What is the what? I mean, this is in reference to the Nexus visually. I thought immediately this is like this is sort of a satiric spoof on like Linden Lab. Oh, let's pivot from inviting sci-fi to dystopian sci-fi. I'm sorry, I wounded you. I will never do it again. Can we go shopping? Neo, Neo, can we go shopping now? Hello? Oh, she's not responding. Oh, she says let's do it. Neo,
Ah.
I joke about this. If let's say you think I'm a terrorist, I'm hiding secrets or whatever, and I'm like in a Jack Bauer 24 type situation. Now, usually people would be sort of tortured in a black site. If you want to extract information from me, all you need to do is to put me into a shopping mall. In 30 seconds, I will scream and I will reveal every secret. This does not apply to Costco, by the way. In Costco, I can live.
Costco.
I can live.
I was
You
just
can
there.
put of course you were for the last 2 days, right? Do you have like a little booth there, a mattress?
Yeah. It's up in the rafters.
Yeah.
Hiding in the rafters, and I got my mattress with it's like a hammock, and just sit up there, and then jump down when they got all the free samples.
They ring the bell, then you wake up, and then the samples, or they throw
Yeah.
the samples in your mouth. It's like total decadent Roman
Yeah.
style. You just lay there, and then they put the samples in your mouth. Nom, 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 nom. Mm. Okay, now everybody is very
So
quiet today, and Loki is not here. What is happening with him?
he's relogging again.
Ugh.
He's having he's stuck in traffic.
Okay.
But I made a post of this world on my Twitter, and I said, to me, this is like a looking glass world of
Mm-hmm.
the past in the future.
Ah.
Of like, if things were to go wrong, kind of thing, like just a looking glass kind of world into what it would look like in the future, being abandoned. That was like my take from what I was seeing.
Right. So you mean you talk about the present of Sansar being abandoned. Oops, sorry, I shouldn't said. This is a satiric program. Hello, people. Hello. There's a light. Listen, listen. We need to take things
I
with
hear good
humor.
things.
We need to. Well, yeah. We also need to. Hello, who are you? Oksava Santu. Oksava Santu is 20 minutes late to the field trip, but I forgive him. We're doing harvest crawl today. Yeah, and you know what?
Crawl.
I don't know what to say. I mean, it's you have to be in the moment. You have to do things for your enjoyment and your artistic satisfaction first and foremost. And it's always frustrating when you feel something is very, very cool, and you want to communicate that outward, and the message is not being received or people ignore it. That is certainly frustrating as someone who is wired in this Energizer Bunny way with everything I do. I mean, like I run around outside in the physical world all day telling people like, "Oh, you gotta do this, you gotta do this. This is awesome. You do this, do that," and then people go like, "Shut up," and nobody cares. And then you kind of get used to it, and you just enjoy it for yourself. But I don't know what to say. Let me bring it back to this here, and then we'll go to another place. El Diablo, you did something really cool here, and again, if I want to tie this into what's happening in the physical world, I encourage everyone to be really, really engaged with what's happening because I'm not going to go into specifics, but right now the world does look bleak in many ways, but there's also tremendous hope and tremendous energy to really change and fundamentally change it for the better for everybody, for really masses of people who have borne the brunt of all the negative shit, and so there's tremendous hope out there, but it means working for it, whatever you can do, in whatever capacity. So that's all I'm going to say because Dark Ophelia is already walking away from me. And I just started this harvest crawl so that Dark Ophelia would befriend me. And for 3 years, she hasn't. I've been doing this live stream every Saturday, and she still hasn't befriended me. Loki is saying something. Where is he? Let's go to the next world. Well, sure. Where shall we go? Shall we shall we take a little piss at the Nexus and tell people how lame they are just standing around, or is that lame? Let's do it.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, I was gonna actually I wanted to go over here
Oh,
first.
oh, oh. Drax just did a pivot.
I pivoted. This was literally a pivot because we should actually ask El Diablo if we should explore some other areas. Oh, well, not this area, obviously. Ah, I'll come back. Wait, I'll just go to visit. Oh yeah, this is where I went earlier. Here we go. I fell down. I fell down. El Diablo, what else? What did we miss if you want to you should make these portals active and then they go back here so you're in a continuous loop where you can't get out. This is really awesome. I just don't understand. I mean, Sansa, I mean, I go on and on about this, and I've been talking about this on the podcast too. You guys should all subscribe to draxfiles.com, by the way. Um, but some have suggested that the time is not that a virtual world type thing is like people don't like that anymore because people like to go to different places, and all you need is Steam or the Oculus Store if you want to have it VR only. And I don't know. I mean, obviously, I disagree, and Linden Lab does too. I think because otherwise, why would they spend so much time on this on the concept of Sansa? I do believe that people want to have their avatar, and they want to have avatar interoperability, and they want to go through a world, and they want to look into other people's creative minds. Like I want to look into El Diablo's mind, what he's come up next with, and it's like a, you know, it really is an immersive art experience in and of itself if you go thousands of worlds. And then, of course, you have interactivity and gameplay on top of it. But first and foremost, um, I think something like Sansar is not obsolete. I've heard people say that because they say, well, I can go to I can go to Steam and pick stuff. Why would I need another layer of sort of a walled garden that I go in and then inside? Well, there's many, many reasons why you would like that. One is also that everything inside of it is, of course, created by the people who who inhabit the place. But then again, these people would say like, yeah, I don't know, I just want to play a game. Um, so I don't know. I don't know, Zero. Is this an anachronism? Do people not care anymore about this type of community? Do they just want
Oh, I
to?
care.
Yeah, yeah, me too. I'm just wondering, and I think this is a very black and white.
People just want to move too fast.
I think one of the things one of the things is definitely that people at the end of the day, when they're coming home drained of energy from really stupid, dumb jobs that are alienating and not well paid, for the most part, that's the reality for a lot of people. Unfortunately, it's a real, it's really horrible, and most people then
It's a hoax.
may not have the energy to come in and and explore for themselves. They just may not have that energy. They may just want to have something that is more, let's call it spoon fed. And and by the way, I want to make very clear that I'm not saying this to criticize the people who have those needs. I have a lot of empathy for these people because when you're in the working grind, hamster wheel situation, you are being exploited. And then when you're drained of energy, it's not your fault. It's the system that's draining you of this energy. And then you're standing there and like, oh shit, I have like half hour of free time, before I gotta go to bed and then start this shit all over again. What am I gonna do? Ah, I'm just gonna watch Big Brother or something, right? I'm just picking some random reality show. It doesn't matter. While you could spend the time here or making friends or like we're doing, we're interacting, or you even building your own world. Now, but then people would say, well, yeah, but you could do all this in Unity or Minecraft, or you know what I'm saying, Zero? I'm saying like I'm being devil's advocate. I'm saying like, why do we need this? What's so special about this vis-a-vis what's already out there, you know?
Nothing can compete with Samsar.
Can you be a little bit more specific? You're not a very
I've
good debater, Zero
explored.
Chess. You just say it's the best, and then I ask why. Because
I've explored the others. Many of the others.
yeah,
I
yeah.
can't find anything to compare.
And I'm not, by the way, I'm not only talking about virtual worlds right now. I'm not talking about like, VR chat, high fidelity, rec room to some extent, or whatever. I'm just talking about like, the you know, the, is there a need for a virtual world to begin with, or is it not just all already out there in the Steam store or in on an whatever the indie store name is or whatever? And here Neo says something really important. Yeah, creativity in art is extremely important. This is a medium to express that. Point one, yes. But here's the thing, and Neo, I agree with you 100%. But now this is the thing where you have to communicate it. And I'm not saying this was badly communicated or not at all or whatever. I mean, I certainly tried to do with the creator profile series. Um, but what I was told by some executives that are no longer with us, they were very convinced that the creation part is not the biggest seller of Sansar, and I kind of disagree with that because
I disagree too.
right, exactly, because uh, first of all, why is Minecraft so hugely successful still? Because it made this
User creativity.
user created content. Exactly. And when Sansar started out and Ebbet did all these interviews and really eloquent things that he did where it was like, we want to make it easy for people to create some people do want to create. And in the beginning I was like, yeah, Ebbet, but you're just like rearranging the sofas because I was all like, oh, we need like prim building in there. And then he said in an interview said like, no, but you can build you could build a prim type world in within Sansar, and then we had
The
uh,
Sandcraft.
the Sandcraft exactly. So these examples exist. With other words, in other words, this is important. But then I feel there was a push and pull, or there still is, with different opinions, where some executives may think like we need to make it easier for people to just come in and play, and that's the priority, and others say no, we need to put this other thing up front. I would say it has to be both, basically, right? I'm
Yeah, you
not
need
saying it's
worlds to hang
easy.
out in to be able to build that you
Yeah,
want to, like, for example, this one, express what you feel. And at the same time, you need the creativity of the avatar so that you can create a second you know,
absolutely.
just
But
in
but
the
I also
form of
mean,
what you want,
but
how
here,
you feel you are.
yep, I agree. But here's the thing: what I think is the is
Who's Loki?
where is Loki? I don't see
He's in
him.
chat.
Can he be in chat and not even here?
He said
He's
he's using
using
Sansa
Sans
as a
as a
chat
chat
room.
room. Now that's the pivot. Now we're pivoting to the right. Let's bring AOL Instant Sansor Messenger back. Sansor Instant Messenger. It's awesome. It's you buy yourself a $2,000 computer to use a text only chat room. That's a great idea. But let's go to Costco. What's the most expensive My God, this reminds me of a Simpsons episode a long time ago, where where he's like, he goes have you seen this? He goes to the power plant and it's all closed. And then what's his friend Carl? He shows up and goes like, Homer, what are you doing at work? Um, we're closed today. And Homer says, I didn't know that. And Carl says, didn't you get the email? And then Homer says, email? Email? So he goes back and says, Marge, what is an
This had to be
email?
an early '90s episode.
Yes, yes. What is it? Wait, but then what is an email? She says, well, or Lisa says, well, email, electronic mail, blah blah blah, and you need to have a computer for that. And then he goes to a computer store, and the salesperson goes like, hello, sir, what would you like? He goes like, well, I want to send email. And then the guy says, oh, well, here we have a computer that's like a $5,000 computer. And he goes like, well, does it send email? Oh, of course it does. It's our top of the line model, The guy's totally like ripping him off. So yeah, let's Neo says, well, a sensor product can be marketed in different aspects. Sensor is also a base where things can be built. It's real well in the future. People are going to have two IDs. One is the analog, one is the other digital. Oh, that sounds like what Philip Rosedale said in the 2007 Chicago Second Life Community Convention. I'm not mocking you here, Neo. You're absolutely right. But the thing is, um, that this has been tried for I mean tried. It's just something that you know we know that this stuff exists and we know what to do with it, but it's for some reason, uh, even within people who are very knowledgeable about games or MMOs or even VR. I mean, I have friends who do really cool artistic work in VR, and they're very sort of isolated things that are shown in high profile film festivals and stuff like that. And this stuff is good, but it's not accessible. It's like an installation at the Tribeca Film Fest where only super high profile people can show up or whatnot. And so this is
Oh,
what what do
no,
you,
it was nothing. Nothing.
so one of the aspects of a virtual world is that it's connecting people and that it's accessible. Of course, I mean it's still super expensive to get in there and all that, but the goal is to level the playing field just like Second Life. And so that is exciting. And whenever I talk to people who Noni de la Peña is a friend of mine. She's familiar, of course, with Second Life, but she introduced me to some people who do they do like installations and VR things. They program them in Unity, and then they put avatars on top. And I tell them about Sansar, and I say, you know what, the avatar piece is built in, and we have events with you know the harvest crawl is between 10, sometimes 20, in the early days 30, 40 people, and then the big events they max out at 60, and then they create another instance, blah blah blah. And they go like, what? That stuff is possible? And I'm sitting here in Unity and have to do like every little thing that I did do, and then it'll go, the concurrence, blah blah blah, and they go like, yeah, that's the concept here. So the
I think it could be marketed differently and really explode.
well, but I'm not so sure. The problem, Linden Lab is private, so it's limited investment. Here's the thing. Um, yeah, El Diablo is saying if Sansar as a new type of Steam. Yes. Yeah, as the hub here. I think independent game makers would love it so they could sell the game on the wall and sell avatars from their game in Sansar. I mean, this is undoubtedly one of the concepts.
Use it
For
as a game launcher, yeah.
this was communicated by Linden Lab in early interviews. If you go back, and I've been in Dublin at the 2014 web conference where Ebba gave the first public address, and he said exactly those types of things. So I think the thing is that the big part here is in the current economic environment, the competition is huge, and the time to develop stuff and let it sort of grow organically is not there, right? Because I think the return on investment demands are the pressure is very high. And I'm sure a lot of investors would tell me now, well, wait a minute, this thing's been in development for a long time. We want to see the money. And I said, well, okay, that's a legitimate point. But it takes time. And when Linden Lab put this trailer out, which I really liked, remember, with where everything was in there, these guys, and the guy wanted to build, the other guy wanted to do a World of Warcraft type thing, or the gal. And then that trailer was tried out for how long? A month or something. And I felt like it's not enough time. Hi Loki, how's the chat room doing? Pivot back.
Loki made it.
And
Maybe.
and dreams. What Loki sent me, the dreams. Dreams
God, I'm here.
Dreams on PlayStation. That really
God's
is
sake.
amazing. Loki, where's he running?
He just jumped off the edge. Now he has to reload.
That's the funny thing. He said, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. And then he keeps running. I'm here, woohoo! I'm God.
Now he's got to reload.
This is so surreal. But actually, Loki sent me a trailer to a thing called Dreams on PlayStation, and that is amazing. I mean, there's no doubt. If this
You have a good fall?
Yeah.
Loki, can you hear all of us?
Yeah, I'm officially here now.
So the
It's
Dreams,
a nice place.
the Dreams thing. Oh, here's Wendy Louise. Hello, Wendy.
The Dreams thing's taken off huge.
Well, what does that mean on PlayStation?
Oh no, now everyone's breaking up.
Hello?
This is bad this week.
Shh, we
Why
don't
are
say the
you
B
having
word. Don't say the B
difficulties?
word. You have difficulty. You have challenges that we can overcome. We shall overcome. What's that portal? Let's go through the portal. Maybe another world is better.
But I only
That
just
was
loaded.
just the Nexus.
No, it's too late.
You want the Nexus?
Yeah, I want the Nexus, but we need to love this world because
There you
it's
go.
really great. Here, add to favorites, people. Don't forget, add to favorites.
That should be a normal thing you always do. I already have it.
No,
in my
if
favorites.
it sucks, if it's really bad.
If
I
it sucks.
definitely today I want to go to Beverly Sauberflöte's world. That is really great. It's
Portal.
okay. Let's go to the Nexus. Make fun of Bulgarians. Yeah. Ah. You know, we joked about this. We joked about
Hoax.
this.
Hello.
It's a hoax.
Okay.
What's a hoax?
All
This
of
place
it, it's
loaded
all a
fine.
hoax.
Yeah.
Coronavirus.
God.
Coronavirus is
Yep.
a
Hold
hoax.
on.
Don't you know that?
Everybody's gonna die. We're all dead. We just
This is
don't
what
know
this is
yet.
why everyone
Okay.
only comes here because this is the only world that loads.
No,
Well,
Loki,
for me-
come on.
This is the place where rumors begin. So
Okay, hold on.
make up some rumors.
First
Let's
of
do it.
all, we are doing Atlas hopping. Oh, sorry, what are we doing? Harvest crawl. If you want to join, oh, Timey Master's about 30 minutes late, but that's okay. I forgive Timey. Well, there's two
It's probably
Timies.
loading.
He's a
Yes,
two-timer.
it's
Two-timer. He's two-timing me. What are you doing, Timey?
I'm bowing and curtsying.
Curtsy,
Did you just take a
curtsy.
selfie?
Hello, Balin Maverick Legacy. Are you the legacy of Balin Maverick? Can I befriend you? Oh, this guy has a Second Life shirt on. How is Second Life doing? Is it still around?
Yeah, he said it's at store.
Hello? Okay, these people are not talking to me. Let's keep going here.
I think he's AFK.
Well, I don't have patience here, Timey. I'm sorry. I'm a game show host. I don't have time. I have Neo here. She comes straight from the shopping.
Send me a friend request like I'm gonna accept it, right? Cattle herder.
What? What did you call me, Balin Maverick Legacy?
Go ahead, some portals.
Are you not the legacy of Balin Maverick? Okay, he's only talking behind my back, so I gotta turn my back to him. Then he's gonna start talking. Wait, you wait for it. Hold on. That's his.
Just do that.
See?
Oh,
I
I heard it.
I told you. I told you. Wait, let's do this again. Hold on, it's funny. Oh, where did he go? Oh, he's gone. Okay. Well, my trolling career is over before it started. Let's go to the next world. Oh yeah, I wanted to go to Beverly's world, which is really cool. Let's see. I have it in my visited list. I forgot the name. Oh, this is cool too. Witchy's Winter. Let's see here. What's Beverly's
Mysterious
latest?
Quest? No.
Maybe that's
an older one she made though.
it's just like a house in a meadow. Oh wait, I gotta do recently date visited. That's how I have to do it. Here we go. Road Rising.
Road Rising?
Road Rising. Yeah, it's a wonderful place. Let's go there.
See you in half an hour.
Where's the other guy with the second
See you
life?
in half an hour.
Loki, we don't say these things. Loki's forget.
Smash that portal.
He's using his outside voice and the inside voice.
Smash the portal, everybody.
I'll be there in a sec. I'll just grab someone else here. Ryder, come on with us. Timey, you don't want to come?
I'll be along in a bit.
Alright. Gonna be over soon. Here's Road Rising. Beverly's making really great stuff. This is a wonderful place. Is this cool, Peach Belly, or what? Oh yeah, these cute guns. This is awesome. This is probably hands down my new favorite world. Isn't this great? Who made these ubiquitous guns?
I don't know.
Now see, this is just awesome. Neo, you have a goat here that's eating out of your shopping bag. You gotta be careful. The goats, they're hungry.
Yeah, Beverly's taking a break, I think.
I know. I connected with her offline.
Yeah, it's sad. But good at the same time, I guess, for her real life.
Well, people have various, things going on, and I mean, what does it mean to take a break? I mean, I honestly, I decided to cancel. People go like, what is Draxtor? I canceled my book club and I canceled the new popping, and it's a simple reason. Um, I have limited time, and I do want to donate this time to make people feel good about, about community and really foster this community. But what happened at book club and also at new popping about at book club more so because this is a passion of mine where I want to talk about books, and I don't have a problem when people come in and says, "Well, the last book I read was the Bible, and I was 5 years old." That's fine. So we can start there, and we can talk about other things. But what happened was that the foot traffic in book club, people who randomly came in, they would just use it sort of as their soapbox to spout like really, to me, unacceptable ideas about that climate change is a hoax and stuff like that. So while I would normally,
But Earth is flat.
yes, exactly. So here's my thing, honestly. Um, I will engage with young people who are misguided and lost and don't have good role models at home. I will spend time that I don't have to grab them and gently shake them and say, look, you have your life in front of you, and there are people who are misguiding you, and they're taking advantage of you by telling you shit. And uh, I will try to be a good person and spend some time with you. And those exchanges happened. So, but if somebody comes in who is 40, 50, whatever years old, and tells me that George Soros flew Syrian terrorists to the Mexican border to sneak in as false Mexicans to blow up the swimming pools in Michigan, then I would recommend a good psychiatrist. But I don't have I you see what I'm saying? Like I don't want to spend the hour that I'm donating to people who love books to this person. Now other people would say, well, why don't you just ban them, right? Why don't you just kick them out? And yes, I could, but the thing is that what I realize is that there's just not enough people that share my particular interest, and so it's basically a waste of time. It's not. I don't feel depressed about it. It's just that this hour I can use for other things, for things that are more useful to other people.
I think Sansar is most useful for everybody,
Yeah, yeah, but you
no
see what
matter what.
no, no, absolutely. But what the thing that I'm saying is if you want to create like Zero, for example, you guys have the Goonies Club in
Yep.
Escapade. So let's just say at one of you watch an 80s movie and then somebody comes in, and I'm not talking about griefers. Let's say there's only you and Loki, and then there's the only other guy that consistently shows up, or some other people who don't share your interest, who just want to do other things. I don't know how to explain it. I mean, it makes no sense. It's like I'm opening a, I don't know, what is my Yeki doing? He's really driving me nuts. But look,
It's going nuts.
no, it's like you're in a town. It reminds me of the Stepford Wives. It's but the old movie from the 70s, not the remake. The remake is garbage. But the Stepford Wives is like when this woman who was really kind of an active person, a feminist, I guess you would call her, and moves out to this town, Stepford, and all these other women are totally docile, and they all talk about cleaning and helping their husbands and keeping the house clean. She wants to kind of do some other stuff in this little town, and there's no response to it, right? For her interests, because everybody's like, "Oh, I'm busy cleaning the house." And so, obviously later it comes out that they're all robots, but it's also a metaphor, the film, and the book is fabulous. It's a metaphor for a situation where you're the only guy with your interest, and so that doesn't come into effect like with an open mic situation where it's where the outset is more like open. But El Diablo here, for example, let's talk about metal. I mean, I was the only metal fan in my entire high school back in the 80s, and that was that's how I feel like when I'm here at the book club and the only guy who shows up is somebody who wants to tell me that the earth is flat. And I go, "You want to talk about books?" "Yeah. Yeah. You know what? I just pushed a book over to one side of the flat earth and it fell off." I go, "Shut up." So anyways, that's all I'm saying. So when we're talking about taking a break, um, people have different reasons for taking breaks, and I just wanted to contextualize why I am cutting down. But I'm taking, yeah, well, we're going to do the field trip, the harvest crawl. We're going to keep doing that for sure. Yeah, and the author series, those are high profile things that get a lot of traction, just like the big things that Linden Lab does. I mean, it's in the same vein, and I hope that we can cross that over when.
I missed last week's harvest crawl.
Yeah, that was very sad. And we had a guy who was telling us about flat Earth, and you weren't even there.
You had a guy's butt in your face, though. Naked guy's butt.
I blocked that guy. But it was hilarious with that guy because he kept jumping off the. Yeah. Anyway, so
I
Petty,
seen the video.
a video, or it didn't happen. But Peach Belly, why? But wait a minute. Why is Loki? Hold on. Loki is still chatting here. He says no one is in the basement. Where is he?
Loading.
But how can he be in the harvest basement and chatting with us? That's not possible. But listen, Neo. You said first life is important. Of course it is. I mean, I have that pretty together. I mean, I can. I've been doing this for a long time. I'm not. There's no danger for me to be sucked into
Loki
some sort of
made it.
escapism. But the
I was already here. I was here. I was doing all this hilarious stuff, but you couldn't see me.
no.
Why were you invisible?
What
I
hilarious
was
stuff were you
invisible.
doing?
Oh, stuff with the broom, man, and
What?
Loki hacked
Is
and
this-
the bunny rabbit and stuff, man. You should have seen it. Oh, it's
Wait a
hilarious.
minute. There's stuff to do
But-
here in Sansar. I thought it's just like nothing to do here. Oh, you know what? I want to call out a specific guy who sent me a message in SL
Oh.
when he read on New World Tropes that
Somebody's in trouble.
no, but there was a guy, and he sent me a message, and these are the people that I really don't like. He sent me a message that, haha, LOL, I told you, Sansar's going down to the shits, ha ha ha. I'm sorry, let me rant for a second here. Oh, who am I kidding? Let me rant for the next 20 minutes.
Oh shit.
People who sit on the sidelines, okay, and do absolutely nothing to contribute
Nothing.
to the creative. Exactly. They just sit there and go like, I was gonna go down, dude. It sucks, man. It's gonna collapse. and then they don't do anything, and then the thing is in trouble, and you go like, "See, I told you." Those I cannot stand these people. And meanwhile, you guys, what is my
That's
Yeki?
that's what it's like for us and Brexiteers.
Well, what have you ever done for the country, Loki?
Yeah, it's like that's
Now,
why
where's your
that's
sign?
how they see the EU. You see, they see the
Where's your
EU
picket
like
sign?
Sansar, and then they go, "Oh, you
Yeah,
know,
that's
let's
right.
concentrate on Second Life now." Yeah. So we'll get all those resources back here to Second Life, and Second Life will go on to be an amazing new thing.
From
Whoa,
2003.
whoa! Loki is we're comparing the Leafers to the to Second Lifers. Well, he has a point, but wait a minute. Listen, I think first of all, Second Life, and I say this every time. Second Life is amazing. It's going nowhere. The culture is vibrant. The culture is vibrant. For me as a documentarian, this is all that matters. That I go in and I find it's like an ethnographer. I want to go where there is culture that I can explore, that I can document. And Second Life, I could do a story every single day. I couldn't do this in Sansar, and I'm not complaining about it because Sansar is a new continent. It's America. It's a new continent. Right? I'm not going to sit there and go like, oh, I come from Paris. It is 1795. I go to
Drax never
America.
used my footage.
Loki, sorry, Zero, your footage is... Now I'm mixing them up because they're both just whiners. They're both whining. I'm
Drax
not...
never used any of my footage.
Because this was for a specific assignment that was then taken away from me. I can't use it on my own. I mean, I still have this footage, and what you're doing, Zero, listen, it's not... I'm not pivoting. I'm not pivoting. I'm not... No, I'm not throwing... No, I'm not throwing one thing against the other.
He just said he's pivoting.
No, I'm not saying that one is better than the other. All I'm saying is, when what Loki was saying with the Brexit people, that this is not a bad point. But the reason is that people get very, and not all Second Lifers are like that, but there is a small minority of Second Lifers that have become like people who bitch about Second Life, right? So people who bitch about Second Life from the outside, they go like, "Oh, there's nothing going on, man. It sucks." And now the Second Lifers say exactly the same. Not all of them, again, there's a small minority, but they say exactly the same thing that people complain about Second Life for. They say that about Sansar. So I mean, it's kind of absurd. So, wow, you're shooting out of your hand now. That's amazing. Hey,
What?
can't do
You
that in
don't see the
Second
gun
Life.
in his hand?
No.
You see my rabbit?
No, I don't.
What?
I just see your hand.
Are you out of
Whoa!
I'm halfway between the
That's it.
loading
Go to
screen
the-
and the world. And
This
Yeah,
is
go to the kitchen sink. Get in sync.
no. This is Brexit right there, Loki. You wanted the Leafers thought like, the EU sucks. We're better off alone. And now you're alone, and they go, "Oh shit, my gun doesn't work. I need the EU. I need to buy a new gun from
What's
Germany."
next?
Okay, let's go to one
Where's
more
the next
world.
destination?
I don't know. I didn't prepare anything.
You didn't prepare anything? What's in New? New has a castle that I uploaded from.
Oh, did we go upstairs though? Ooh. Peach Belly's upstairs. Not. Yeah. Look at. This is really...
Sketchfab is great for finding stuff. Have you seen their new? They've got a new section with heritage models that are free to download and stuff.
No.
We are not in
totally look at
Sketchfab.
Check it out.
Because you can get this stuff off of Sketchfab and then bring it into Sansar and create a place to explore heritage
Really?
places.
Oh, you should. Wow, we should do that. That is awesome. Really?
Build it.
Yeah,
like real life
but-
heritage places?
Should I do that? Should I build
Yes.
more stuff in Sansar?
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
it might disappear
Yes.
next week.
No, wait.
It-
No,
it's
it
not.
won't. It won't.
There's good vibes. I've been hearing, good things, positive things.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
You know,
He's hearing.
positive.
You know what
Yeah,
he? You
positive.
know what he's hearing? You know what he's hearing? He's hearing the lady at Costco. Free sandwiches. Free sandwiches.
That's really positive
Free
right there.
Sansar
Free
sandwiches.
Sansar sandwiches. Come over here. We got some nice Sansar sandwiches with the good cheese, the European cheese. Mmm, the smelly
What's
one.
happened to
Should we go to Zion's
Mayeki?
world?
Yeah, well, I'm not a Zionist
I-
per se, but I would like to check it out. Um, wait, but
Oh
Loki,
my
this
God,
would
what
be
happened?
great. You can make a world with different heritage sites and
Mhm.
separate them in
That's
like in
not
one
wrong,
world.
no
Just
kidding.
make like a little hilly, an exploring hilly with little separating it with some forest or something. Yeah.
I'll
Wait,
look into it more.
what's this
Let's see if
portal?
I can build something for next weekend.
Yeah,
Wolfenstein Castle.
Wolfenstein. Yeah.
Wolfenstein.
So what kind of heritage? Well, I gotta look at it, but that sounds really cool because you know what? This is another thing that we pivoted away from. Well, we didn't even actually land there first. But is the educational aspect of Sansar, which is also unused. And actually, I am booked for
Todd's
a.
been trying.
Listen,
Did I tell
doing
you?
good.
who?
Did I tell you I took my
Todd
nephew
World.
to the moon?
What is Tad? What has Tad been doing? Has he done his?
Todd World. He's been doing his like classes and stuff using Sansar,
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
and he's got some stuff planned for the near future too.
yeah,
he's
but
been
I'm not.
raving about it on Twitter. It's quite
But I'm
interesting.
not talking necessarily about sort
Boing.
of. I mean
Schools.
also exploring. You know, like Luxembourg. I mean, Luxembourg basically moved to Roblox, as you know, and that
Boing.
is a gigantic project with a lot of resources. And they tried it here, and they left. And that's sad. I mean, something like that is missing. And
Did
I
they
am,
give any reasons?
yeah.
There's more kids on Roblox.
Well, yeah, that's one, but also performance. You know, I mean,
Plus, you're on more platforms as well.
mobile is a big thing, but the performance. And I am speaking at a conference in SL in SL in LA with the MuseWeb, museweb.org.
one
You check it
stronger
out.
than it.
It's on the 4th of April, and this is about how museums use technology. And I'll be talking about Sansar, God willing. So
Did
Bill-
I?
Be
Did
good.
build something,
Did I tell
Loki.
you-
This is a huge conference. There's 8,000
Did I-
people expected.
I last weekend I took my nephew to the moon. I
Oh.
thought this would be great for him. We
To the
could go
moon.
to the moon, actually see where they did the landing and everything.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Where's the aliens?" I was like, "This is the moon. This is where they landed on the moon." He's like, "Yeah."
Oh my God, he's 9
Wanna
years
show
old.
you- aliens.
Oh, where's the aliens? So then I took him to where the aliens were.
Yeah.
Yeah. You wait. Next year he'll tell you that the Earth is flat. No, but
Yeah, round Earth is a hoax. Trump
the
said so. Let's go.
the Apollo Museum is still awesome, and the moon. Let's go. Actually, let me look up this. I forgot the website of the conference that I'll be at. MuseWeb. Let me look this up so I can mention it. Ah, yeah. MW20, museweb.net. M20 MuseWeb. It's the annual MuseWeb conference, Los Angeles, March 31st, April 4th. The MuseWeb conferences convene annually in North America and Asia with occasional deep dives.
There's
Here we go.
Drax.
So let me just say that
Everybody's going to the top of the castle.
I need to say something because I didn't mention it. I forgot what it was. So I'll be at the MuseWeb conference. Oh, wait a minute. Background stuff is too loud. I gotta turn it down.
Demonetized.
Oh God. Oh wow, this is cool. So yeah, I'll be at the MuseWeb conference, and they look at how digital technology can be used in museums, in physical locational museums, and it's gonna be interesting. I have no idea what I'm gonna be talking about. So we gotta build some stuff. April 4th is my presentation. I'll be live in Sansar. They will have an equipment. It'll be a huge screen there. I'll be live on stage with the goggles and everything. I did that last year at a conference in Lucca, Italy, with Luxembourg, and that was cool because I was in on stage there with the screen and meeting Pitt from Luxembourg in Sansar, and people were very impressed. And now,
Jump on Drax's head.
where's Loki?
Sorry.
He's stuck in traffic again.
Can we go up here?
Go through that door.
Yeah.
That big door right there.
I can't. I can't go through there.
Why not?
Can you? Uh-oh.
What the?
Now I... Wow, this looks like a little Escapades pirate village where I used to live.
Yeah, turn world audio
Look.
down.
That wasn't
It's
so hard.
blasting me.
How can we get back?
Jump off the
Jump
edge?
down.
I guess. I don't know if this hatch works. Hatch, open.
This is very nice. It does
Yeah, this is
remind
a
me.
model I found on Sketchfab, and so I tweaked some of the textures, added normal maps, roughness maps, and put it on the store for free to share with everybody, and just to see what people will do with it.
Wait, you did this?
I didn't build it. I just brought it in from Sketchfab. I credited whoever the guy was that made it on there on my store listing,
You're not
and I put it
Zion.
on for free. Yeah, so I just uploaded it, and I just wanted to see what people would do with it. And this is the first world I've seen that's using it.
Very nice. It's like the like my home in Escapades a little bit of my old home. I mean, I moved in Escapades. I live
Are you
now.
living in an arcade now?
I live in an arcade next to the Goonies Clubhouse, which is sponsored by the Drax Foundation, as you know.
Yes.
Of course, the kids never clean up. I think I might have to really rethink my sponsorship. It's really terrible.
Oh, look at that picture.
Can we go back and find? Let's see if we Loki. Do we have to jump off, or is there a way back?
Yeah, I think they're down here. Yeah, right here. I think. Yep.
Oh,
right down here.
look at this. Oh, cool. Woohoo!
Jump on Loki's head. We were all on the
There
top of the
you all
castle.
are.
This
I was
is
wondering
pretty
where you
cool.
were.
We were all on top of the castle. We
Loki,
go
you
through the
weren't
door.
there earlier. I need to say this. I'm speaking at this conference on April 4th, where it's all about how museums around the world use digital technology, and I'm going to be talking about Sansa. I'm going to be on stage with a huge screen with Sansa in the background, and I will be talking how Sansa is using technology to bring interesting historical content or other stuff to the masses. So if you want to build something
No one is
with
nearby.
models of historic sites, that'd be awesome, because otherwise there
I'm
is only
enjoying-
the moon. At least
Yeah.
these museum
Oh, there's
people
the-
will not ask me where the aliens.
There's there's that early stuff that
Yeah,
Sansar put up straight at the beginning.
the tomb.
The archaeological digs and
Yep.
stuff. Yeah.
That is very cool. I did a video about that was never released. No, yep. I did a really great video.
That place always seemed just not quite finished. You know.
Well, I mean,
It's like they was like, this is the start of an idea of what you could do, but and then it didn't expand on it. It's
I
like,
mean, I
they
know
got the access though, but
I know someone that I've known for some time who would say that this is very typical for the company that runs this place. Start things, maybe leave them like a little like lying around while we're surfing or smoking some weed, and then 5 years later, like, oh, let's revisit this stuff. Why not? Let's.
oh, and the thing about the basement was referring to that guy who's in the basement at the lab who keeps all
Oh
the
yeah.
network stuff running.
Richard is his name. Richard. This is a true story. This is a super nice guy. So for the guys who don't know, at Linden Lab in the basement, there is a kitchen, and you can get all sorts of drinks and things to eat, and the fridge is really cool. And there is a little corner room, right? It's all open space at Linden Lab, with desks and all that. But there's a little corner in the basement, a room with with tons of hardware, with motherboards, with screens, with tons of cables, and there's always a guy in there who who is tinkering around with this stuff, okay? Like routers and whatnot. And I've never talked to him, but sometimes I camp out down in the basement when I'm there, at my little desk, and I do my stuff, um, and I occasionally see other Lindens go into the guy's room and just go like, "Whoa, where's this? Where's that?" And he goes like, "Oh, it's over here and over there." And then last time he came out and I asked him where the hot water was, and he told me where the hot water switch is. And I said, "Well, we haven't been introduced. What's your name?" He says, "My name is Richard." And I said, "So what are you doing? What are you working on?" And he says, "Well, I'm testing sort of how the data flows, and I'm testing different routers and different machines and motherboards and graphic cards." And and I said, "Well, they they put you here downstairs in the corner all by yourself." He goes like, "Yeah, yeah."
Yeah. Yes.
Well, nobody's interested in my stories. I'm gonna go to bed.
Yes, yes.
No,
More stories, please.
no, that's it. I have to go to bed. Neo has to go shopping.
To the top of the castle.
And Peach Belly, good meeting you. Was this your first day in Sansar, or have you been around a little bit before? Or
Splat.
I'm always interested in how people actually find it. If you want to put it in chat. Loki, I was just halfway through telling my story
Splat.
with the guy in the basement. Hello,
Jump, 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 jump.
Loki. Hello.
What's wrong, Loki? You having trouble? I can't seem to get up this
It's
ladder.
pointless.
Yeah, I can't hear you, Drax, because it keeps breaking up.
Just telling
I
a
think
really
it's
good.
related to my other issues.
Splat.
I've just got other
Portal.
issues.
Ah, well. Okay, let's.
Jacko put a portal.
Mayeki, what is this? Is this a new world of
Yaki.
yours?
Yeah.
Let's
I
go.
always
Let's
call it
let's.
wrong.
That sounds very
Just
enthusiastic.
work in
Yeah.
progress.
Yeah.
Don't silly.
Oh,
Oh, you
it's
write a lot in the
stupid.
descriptions, man. You expect everyone to read this?
It says
That is.
Here we
TLDR.
go.
Those are longer than
says
my
TLDR.
freaking descriptions.
That's what it says.
It
TLDR.
has some.
I always actually max out the descriptions in the author events. I write them and I cut and paste them in, and they're always too long.
Smash that
It's
portal.
funny. Oh, Olympus Moans is in the chat here on the stream, but he has retracted his message. He was probably saying something offensive, and
Smash that portal.
he's censoring himself.
Draxtor, your sound?
Your
Are
audio
you still
died.
here?
I
I'm
am.
still.
There he is. Okay.
Oh, look at this. How
Follow
cool is
me,
this?
follow me.
Warning, you're in a build
Oh.
zone. Unintentional temper.
This way.
Wow, look at these shadows.
Guys.
Luke. No, I'm going with Neo. She's going shopping. She's going to
Ooh, the door's
Costco.
opened. Oh.
Ooh, this is like the cube.
Oh, TV. Yes.
You are in a build zone.
And it has this system on the windows.
Oh, yeah, no, I see it. Oh, wow.
Oh, the shades went down. Oh, the shades went up.
Cool, Mayeki. That is cool. Wow. Let me out. Open the window.
Oh. Nice. Doors everywhere.
Walk-in closet. Master's bedroom.
Wow.
Ah.
children's room. Oh.
So
Also with the window shade.
what is your goal with this? Is this a hotel? Are you renting it out?
Yeah, I think maybe it will be renting out at some point.
Hmm.
But I have a lot of trouble figuring out how to get the scripts to work the way I want them to. So
Is
there's
this made
still a lot of work.
with simple scripts?
Hmm. Yeah,
This
and some of Evo Avi scripts.
this is very cool. I mean, this really shows you. I mean, it's
My foot is
frustrating.
twitching. Look at my foot.
I mean, Sansar's offerings is just
My foot's twitching.
it's just
The
amazing.
big bathroom. I plan to build
It's
a
a
sauna in
mega
here.
widescreen.
Oh, cool.
A hot tub and a sauna.
Awesome. But then you have to make an outdoors area for the cold area.
Yeah.
Where's the naked guy this time? No naked guy
What naked guy?
from
What
last.
did I just read? Yodorovsky?
Yes.
Yodorovsky.
Is this a Mobius
Yeah. Got
film
it.
or something?
Yeah.
Well, what is this?
I don't know.
Do you know the
Is it a
French cartoon, the Inkel?
I
They-
remember something about it. I
Yeah,
don't think
they
I read
wanted
it though.
they wanted to make a cartoon movie of it, but I think it's never gonna.
Oh,
They're
Yeah.
never gonna publish.
Yeah, if Yodorovsky is involved, or Terry Gilliam for that matter, you're sure that it's never going to be made. No, but actually, Yodorovsky, speaking of Yodorovsky, he made two films in the last few years, which are absolutely amazing. Look him up, Loki. It's unbelievable. The name escapes me now. They're available on DVD or download. I actually really got to download them. They're absolutely amazing. I mean, Yodorovsky's an absolute master of composition, color. That there's just nobody else. Nobody. Okay, what time is it? I gotta get going. I gotta finish the book for prepping for the interview. What time is it? Oh my
It's
God, it's 20
20
past.
Hey
past 8.
Drax,
Oh
you should
fuck.
set your alarm clock and come to my event tomorrow. It'll be like in the middle of your night.
With
You're always asking
no
me to come
offense,
to your
but
events, which are like way late in the night. So like,
yeah,
Yeah, I
that's-
gave up on that.
and now you started on Drax.
Yeah.
Look, I'm very dedicated and a loyal friend and supporter,
It's
but
about extreme optimization.
I can't
Oh,
do it.
Crash Bandicoot hacked PlayStation.
I cannot get up in the middle of the night for this. I'm sorry. You want to know? You want to know what I'm? If you want to get my rundown of what I'm working on right now, if you want to get a headache, if you have an hour, then I
Oh
can
man,
go
I
into
so want an
detail.
animated film in his style. It just looks so nice.
It looks so nice.
Draxtor, did
That style
did you
reminds me of
stand
like Little
inside a
Nemo.
room and close the door and test the sound blocking?
I don't know. Let's go
You
in here.
close the door.
I'm trying. God
I
damn,
wonder
nothing.
how hard it would be to do a Mobius environment
So now
in
there's no
Sansar.
sound coming through from
Well,
the TV.
Loki, you could totally do it with. Wow, that would be amazing. And then we get Yodorovsky in here. Now, you know my Yodorovsky story, where I was really like, I did not talk to him, but I mean, in hindsight, I was like, what should I have talked to him about? I mean, it's ridiculous. Mr.
Yeah, he'll get in
Yodorovsky-
here and then you won't talk to him again.
Well, no, but this is something more tangible than like what I was gonna say about like how Second Life is so cool, and he was probably gonna look at me like, is this guy crazy? Should I call
Oh
security?
my god.
But if we would build something and then show him, that'd be cool. Yeah. No, this is
Oh man, yeah, but that'd be
I
weird, wouldn't
just
it?
took a
Mind
photo
blowing.
of you two inside here, and it looks like you're in an isolation cell.
Actually, yeah, just be sat in the corner.
But you know what? I mean, but seriously, I think people like Yodorovsky who are, really such uncompromising artists, they have problems, of course, getting financed for many different reasons. And so an environment like this where you can do a lot of stuff on your own at very little cost, and uh, they they may really not know about it. They may really be sort of like, oh, I still have to get the funds to get this made, and then I have to do all these compromises, and so
Open. I went
hmm.
through the door.
You went through the door.
Okay, I gotta go, guys. Thanks for coming.
Bye.
Goodbye. I'm gonna go to
Bye
harvest to end
bye.
it because that's the ritual.
That's the
Okay, I
ritual.
follow you.
Bye.
We're gonna have
Where
a seance at
seance? Yeah, Jodorowsky. Now I feel embarrassed that I don't know the last two films. Here we go. Let's see here. Um, let's see. The Dance of Reality and Endless Poetry. There you go. That is 2011, but there was another one past that. The Dance of. Okay. Oh, I gotta put a promo before I start reading. Here we go. So I mentioned hello, this is a little robot that I uh gave shelter. She was homeless. So let's see. The last Jodorowsky movie was called um here we go. The Dance of Reality and The Dance of Reality and then Endless Poetry. And that's a 2011. And if you look at the trailer, which is available everywhere, Endless Poetry is amazing. Actually, I think I'm gonna treat myself tomorrow and just download it. So yeah, everybody, goodbye. And Friday is a big show with Matt Ruff, and even if you haven't read any of his books, you should come over. He's pretty amazing, and there will be free avatars and free merch available on Wednesday, and it's gonna be awesome. And Silas has a brand new crazy avatar. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye. Bye, internet.
Bye bye.
Internet. Is the internet going down? The internet dying? What's happening with the internet? Nobody told me
Bye,
that.
internet.
Bye, Peach Belly.
Bye, internet.
This robot was
It
made
was
by
nice
Bluebell.
knowing you.
The internet will still be here.
internet
Goodbye.
will go
Bye
down, but
bye.
Sansar will still be here.
Oh, I just hit my headset. Ow! And that's it. Another Harvest Crawl. Um, Endless Poetry, 2016 Jodorowsky film. Now I'm getting Jodorowsky. So great. The greatest. That is really. See if Endless Poetry is available. Is it available on the iTunes store? Anyway, I'm digressing. I gotta get moving, folks. Thanks for watching. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.